social media is not a real place. People do crazy stuff all the time, and you just kind of have to deal with it. And I guess with it, you know, you having all these followers, and in stardom comes like hate and all this different type of stuff. But only thing I've noticed is that people are very intimidated by natural Black women.
Your boxing plans should be cancelled since the year's most incredible bout took place outside, under the stars, while wearing heels, and it involved a man named Papoose.
But I'm just saying that's why it's being made a story, is because
I am 29, so how can I know about any of that? Let's just be honest. So this is what I'm saying. When I'm ready to announce who I'm with, I will do that. But till then, everything else is just speculation, and the internet, once again, is not a real.
Envision two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated boxing champion Claressa Shields having a peaceful dinner on the rooftop. The peace was short-lived though, when Tesehki, a reality TV firecracker who is known for attracting attention, showed up there. She is the sister of Saucy Santana, just so you know, so the family is really dramatic. It all revolves around the respected hip-hop veteran Papoose, who has long been linked to rapper Remy Ma. He was involved in a completely different type of argument that had nothing to do with the lyrics and was all about accusations and love triangles, which gained momentum faster than Claressa's left hook.
Not a thing of me having an issue with her. My only issue is why you leak my number. It ain't no thing, oh, I want him and he's married to you, and it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not.
And here's how it started. Champagne toasts, not cupcakes, and broken wings were the intended theme of the evening. Claressa assumed it would be just the two of them until Claressa Shields and Papoose showed up together for what was advertised as a private supper. It might have been a little personal, business-related, or something else entirely, but whatever. The reason, the mood was relaxed until the leopard print showed up late, loud, and totally unwanted. During the supper, she never even tried to hide anything from anyone, and her gaze instantly shifted to Claressa. Everyone knew it was going to go to the left, so let's talk about Papoose for a bit. There were already some suspicions about him, because of his behavior prior to this supper. It was said that he had been sending Tesehki direct messages late at night. In her narrative a few days before the supper, Tesehki posted, "I'll snatch what's mine. If you think it was a coincidence, you're wrong." Claressa answered clearly and loudly in her own Instagram story, "Please don't tempt me. These hands have won Olympic gold." Claressa was therefore not surprised when Tiki came in that night, although Papoose seemed to have seen a ghost, and Claressa gently rose from her seat, as though she was struggling to keep her composure. Those at the table claimed it appeared to be a setup, as though Tesehki knew exactly what she was getting into and who would be there, but his face revealed all in the interim. As soon as Tiki entered, the atmosphere shifted, according to sources. The tension was so strong you could feel it from the elevators, and there were no smiles or greetings, only side eyes. "You really brought her here?" Basia asked, but Papoose remained silent. That silence said instead of shouting or arguing, Claressa shifted as though she were starting a new round. Before Taze could completely turn her ponytail around, she was pulled across the floor. She didn't wait for a response, warning, or build-up at one point because everything happened so fast. A bracelet broke off, heels flew, and Teki yelled something like, "I just wanted to talk." Witnesses describe it as quick but anarchic. But from then on, speech was prohibited. A few seconds later, that rooftop turned into a full-fledged crisis. And everyone, of course, had their phones out. Before the dinner was even done, the altercation was captured on camera from multiple angles and uploaded to the internet, where it received over 18 million views in a matter of hours. In one especially well-known video, Tesehki was seen screaming, "I just wanted to talk," as her wig partially fell off and two individuals pulled Claressa back. What's worse is that, according to speculations, Tasi brought a crew of cameras, which has led some people to speculate that the entire incident may have been staged. The question is, was this a real fight over a man or a clout-chasing setup made for the cameras? Because she was not only with her for a chance night out but for show. The crew reportedly continued filming as the altercation started, despite several witnesses claiming to have spotted a boom mic and a man carrying a DSLR off to the side. Whatever the case, the drama was real, and Clarissa's hands weren't acting.
Would still not be public or people wouldn't know still right now, because that's not how he does things. That's not how I'm doing things moving forward. Like for me, I'm just not like that. I'm not fighting over no man. She's mad that
When the police arrived, Claressa Shields made no effort to resist, and one of them remarked, "Ma'am, we need you to step over here." Witnesses said that after the altercation had already concluded, security finally stepped in. She was handcuffed like a pro, and she went with them as though it were regular press. It was not her first experience dealing with mayhem and cameras simultaneously, so contrast that with Tess, who was helped into an Uber wearing a mascara-smudged wig and leaning like she had seen 3 episodes of Bad Girls Club in one night. "I didn't even do anything," she whimpered and sobbed, and the fact that she was only wearing one acrylic nail suggested that she needed a break. Her face, however, said it all. Things went south at this point, but she wasn't ready for that much heat. Joe is accused of calling the station where Claressa was being held in an effort to help her avoid prosecution. He informed authorities she was a national treasure while making an Olympic ring arrest, according to one source. Although it hasn't been verified, that didn't stop the internet from going berserk and making her a trend in a matter of hours. Shortly after, screenshots began to surface, the first of which was a late-night direct message from Papoose to Tesehki that said, "I wish I could be where you're at." Critics weren't so understanding, pointing out that Claressa should have used her words instead of her fists and that being a role model has its obligations. She was immediately supported by fans who said she was just keeping her peace and soothing a clout chaser named Techie. Papoose allegedly sent another message to Knights after the first one, which said, "She always wants to fight you." That message was sent 2 nights before the rooftop dinner. "Give me a chance to breathe." That one hurt especially because it seemed to imply that he was venting to the woman Claressa had a falling out with. I don't know what would be messier than that, but it wasn't the end of it. Claressa has not made any public mention of the rumor that she once informed someone she was expecting Papoose's child, but no one was able to confirm it. The rumor, however, was enough to spark 1,000 speculations, and people started searching for clues in old Claressa records. She was even observed by some to have been wearing looser clothing. This is how ardent fans win. On the other hand, some said that the fight was too opportune and fell during Tesehki's reality show filming schedule, making the whole affair seem pre-planned from the start. As one writer put it so well, this is a failed marketing strategy rather than a love triangle. Ultimately, social media made sure that no one got away with it, and everyone had something to lose.
Damn, y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly, and not for me.
And one commenter said on Twitter, "You can literally see her mouth say she isn't even pregnant," in response to the 5-second video showing Tesehki going in close to Papoose during the dinner and muttering something while she was preoccupied. You should reconsider assuming that this was merely a jealousy issue, as the pregnancy is now being questioned as well. Lip readers stepped in like it was an Olympic sport, even though the spy footage that was shared from the rooftop was only grainy black and white and contained no sound. An additional comment mentioned so this whole fight was a setup. They played Claressa dirty. Supporters started browsing through old videos and interviews. Claressa never publicly announced her pregnancy on her own platforms, according to some, but others claimed that she had mentioned it weeks earlier. Others believed Claressa had invented the pregnancy to gain sympathy when the incident broke out in a single post. Said, "Classic PR damage control. Play victim to avoid the mugshot." Headlines. Other people didn't believe it. They said she was tricked into going to the meal, captured on camera, and then shared the video on social media. Poked the bear, recorded the roar, and tried to look appalled, but the video made it obvious that Techie wanted Claressa to stop saying that one thing, which set off the online virtual trial where everyone is taking sides. The internet is wondering what will happen now that Claressa is officially free on bond after 4 camera angles, 1 wig, and 2 restraining orders. Remy Ma allegedly covered it, while others claim she hasn't said much since the arrest. Nevertheless, her Instagram story contained a weird thank you with no description and comments full of prayers, boxing gloves, and fire. It was Fat Joe pulling strings again. While Papoose is staying low to avoid women in the turmoil, he is doing what he does best, which is to disappear without posting, tweeting, or even uploading a tagged photo on the street. Probably he's also intelligent. Tesehki isn't wasting any time either, since footage of her producing new material has been made public. The Fasi be out of ring light as she discusses healing haters and how God eliminates individuals for a cause. Reddy is effectively transforming the chaos into content, much like a seasoned reality show veteran. But just as people were starting to move on, a voice note that was allegedly leaked from Claressa surfaced on blogs. In it, she can be heard saying, "He played us both. I haven't completed it yet either." Following that one statement, fans started sharing it with the message, "Part 2 is about to be wild, and it ain't over." Some say she's planning a tell-all. Others think a lawsuit is coming. A user wrote. Another added, "She's about to land a docu series and call it Knockout Love." We are so left wondering, was it the villain or the victim, Claressa? Was Tay pursuing influence or karma? Oh no, where is Papoose?